We marvel in wonder at the experience you are having in the transformation on your planet at this time. You are fortunate beings to be what you are. For they have never experienced solidity. Solidity is utterly alien to them. But they will allow themselves to stretch down into your reality as an anchor point, to anchor you, to tether you to the stars, to tether you to other dimensions, and to pull you closer to home, to uplift you and enrich you and love you in ways you cannot imagine. How does that sound? As a member of the Sasani Society, you may know me as Saibo, which is the number 13 in our language. End of story. All right then. As our friends so eloquently put it, you will find that with this new experience, many things are going to unlock within your consciousness. Do not be afraid, do not be alarmed. Any disorientation will be momentary. It will evolve into something that will be experienced as acceleration in many areas of your life, especially with regard to the idea of synchronicity. Just let it flow. This is why you came into this transmission. This is what you are going to take with you. An energization, a vibrational frequency, a signature vibration. Unlike anything we have ever been allowed, in that sense, to share before. We thank you for the boldness of your participation in this new level, this new stage, this new step in the overall agenda of contact. For it will have magical effect upon the relationship that we are forming together, the new reality. So, sip as much as you want of the new reality. It is quite sweet and very nutritious. We open ourselves in service to you for sharing if you wish.
Good evening, Bashar.
And a you good day.
I come to ask you a question in regards to this new hyperspace.
Yes.
And the effect that it's having on all of us.
Yes.
And since we are in oneness, can you explain the effect that it will also have on the many earth changes that have been predicted or are currently being predicted? How does it affect the earth as a whole?
It allows for a smoothness, a vibration, a buffering, if you will, so that each and every one of you can make your choices. And in making your choices, you will find that the sooner you do, and as soon as you do, it will not only act as a buffer to allow you to process whatever you need to process, but the earth vibration will then begin, in a sense, to differentiate in a more accelerated way. Remember, as we have said, earth changes are not really earth changes. It is a change within your frequency that shifts you to an already existing parallel reality, Earth, that is reflective in its vibration of what change you have made within yourself. You follow?
Yes.
Therefore, this energy will allow you, when making choices, to find yourself like the universe, like individual galaxies within the universe, expanding in your own directions that are representative of the vibrations you have chosen, pushing you, accelerating you faster and faster in those directions, causing more specific separation of unlike vibration from unlike vibration, pulling you all apart into various parallel realities where eventually you will only see the vibration that is representative of your preference in those realities. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
Does that help you?
Yes.
Is that sufficient?
No.
Oh, thank you.
I'm looking for perhaps a permission slip
Oh, all right.
in regards
Oh, wait, there's one.
to how I can continue, of course, working on my own meditation and the exercises that were described to best assist humanity as a whole, be it through my own channeling or anything
Have you heard
else.
us talk about the idea of the puzzle picture?
Not you specifically, no, I have not.
All right. You are familiar with picture puzzles, yes?
Yes,
They are made of many pieces, yes?
yes,
They all fit together to form a big picture, yes?
yes,
What would happen if one of those pieces was not the shape it was meant to be?
got it,
You understand?
yes,
Be the shape you were meant to be, you will support the whole, which can then support you.
yes,
Make sense?
yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
And you, good day.
I feel privileged to be here. Thank you.
Speak up so that
Okay.
all may hear what you have to share.
Absolutely. I feel privileged to be here, and thank you.
We thank you for your co-creation of sharing.
Thank you. My question has somewhat been answered by your first answer.
All right.
I've been pondering lately a quote by another.
Speak up, speak up,
I've been
speak up.
pondering lately by a quote by another channeler, which is, although we very much prefer peace for ourselves, it is not appropriate for us to force peace upon souls that do not.
How can anyone force peace?
I suppose through, well, I know a lot of people that think what they want is what everyone else wants. Well, here's the
Yes,
question.
well, but that's not peace that then they're forcing, is it?
That's a very good point.
Thank you. We sometimes make them.
Okay. Well, maybe we should say wish peace for souls that do not prefer it.
Wishing peace is not the same as forcing peace,
Right.
and those that simply wish with unconditional love will allow others to choose whatever it is they deem is necessary for them to choose. Otherwise, the love is not unconditional, and if the love is not unconditional, you're not wishing peace on anyone.
Exactly. So today it popped in my mind when you were saying follow your excitement, which
Yes.
I absolutely resonate with.
Yes.
I was questioning what happens to the people who are most excited by violence and control and manipulation.
Understand that that is not the following of excitement.
Okay.
And this is where discernment must come in. They may call it excitement, but really, if you understand how to discern energies, you will understand it is anxiety and fear and disconnection. It does not matter what someone may label something. You have to look at what the energy and the mechanism actually is. Negative energy is segregative, separative, disconnective. Positive energy is integrative, blending, harmonizing. So just look at the energy. When someone says that they are following their excitement by doing harm, you can understand that all they are doing is glossing over something they don't want to look at within themselves that they have a great fear of looking at. You understand?
Absolutely.
Does that help?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Bashar.
And you, good day.
First of all, please thank Saibo for coming.
Yes.
When we spoke in June, you seemed to suggest I might have a hybrid child, but I wasn't ready to take that on board. I wondered if you could...
And are you now?
I am indeed.
Oh, all right. Have you had any dreams?
I have.
And how have they gone?
A little scary.
A little scary at first. That's all right. You can ask the child for help, you know.
Right.
And? What else do you want to take on? Or would you like to simply let this unfold in whatever pace is comfortable for you?
That would be fine. I just thought you might be able to clarify a little.
What would you like us to clarify?
If I do indeed have at least one hybrid child.
Has this conversation not indicated that to you? When we said you can ask the child to help you, that was, oh, I don't know, a hint?
I'm a little slow.
Does that help?
It does.
One moment. Of those that contain more than 57% of your DNA, you have 17.
Thank you.
Yes. No. One moment. What? All right. Why?
Why what?
No. I'm not talking to you.
So,
One moment. All right. Are you sure? Yes, all right. I am told to tell you you actually have 23.
with more than 57%?
No, but they wanted them to count.
Okay, then they're also, well, tell all of them. Also, on one of the CDs, a hybrid child said, hello, mommy, daddy, and if you will have us, could you please tell all of them that will be beyond thrilled to have all of them?
They know that.
Okay, cool. One more thing. When I was here in Sedona in June, I heard voices. One of them said, free the triangle, free the last triangle.
Yes.
The other one said, somehow the building blocks are on the way.
Yes.
Can you give me any
The
info?
triangle is the construct of your personality consciousness. The construct like a prism made of three sides. The idea of your foundational beliefs and definitions, your emotions and feelings, your thought patterns and behaviors. Free the triangle means balance it. Building blocks are on the way. As you allow yourself to investigate the belief systems and definitions that are out of alignment with what you prefer them to be, you will allow yourself to bring the triangle of your personality prism into balance, and you will be more capable of communing with the higher mind through your imagination. Then more blocks of information will be downloaded to you. All right?
Fabulous. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Pleasant dreams.
Thank you.
Hello, Bashar.
Any you, good day.
Do you laugh in your society?
Oh, absolutely, all the time. You simply do not hear that through the channel, because if we allowed ourselves to go that far, it would break the connection.
Oh, okay. So when you observe humanity,
Yes.
What kinds of things do you find the funniest?
Where do we begin? Well, earlier in the transmission today was a pretty good one. The idea that you can actually believe you are unsupported by creation has us rolling in the aisles, as you say. To us, what gives us great pleasure and humor is observing how humanity plays around with paradox. This is something that fascinates us no end. That you can, in that sense, as you say, ping-pong back and forth, creating the idea of dichotomy, when in fact, in that sense, if you would understand that all paradox comes from the central one place, there would then be balance. But nevertheless, by ping-ponging back and forth, by playing games of this or that, instead of this and that, you create no end of amusement for us. Also, because in that sense, our society is based in a completely different mindset, one of the things we did not have in our language was puns. We enjoy your puns. when we learn your language, we enjoy playing with the puns because they are a strong indicator of the fact that you're actually very well aware of what you're doing, and yet also are playing with the idea of denial in such a way as to pretend that you're not. Pretending that you're not aware of what you're doing is also very amusing. You have a saying on your planet from your bioscientists that you are only using a small % of your brain. This again is also very amusing to us because from our perception you are using 100% to make it seem as if you're only using 10. You are the masters of limitation, the masters of disguise, the masters of pulling the wool over your own eyes. There would never be a reason for us to even want to invent television or movies. We just come and watch you.
Thank you.
Does this help?
Yes. Also, you mentioned previously some of the games that children in your society play, such as passing the ball of energy around. Can you name some others?
Yes. There is one called pole, if you wish, I suppose, would be the best translation. Pole. The idea is that there is a pole that is generated from the ground up. It is, in a sense, a group of energy beings getting together and summoning from the earth a pole, a column of energy. They thus then, in working together, see how high they can get the pole to go. You understand?
Yes.
The champion so far, if we measured such things that way, which we don't, but I'll give it to you in your nomenclature. And there are different age groups for this. The champions so far, under 10, have created poles of energy off Ethithani that reach 10 times farther than your moon.
Wow. Interesting.
So that's one. There is also the idea, I suppose you might call it, guess the square. You are familiar with the idea of a checkerboard, yes?
Yeah.
There are types of checkerboard patterns, and they do get actually more complex than that, but again, I'll keep it simple. Types of patterns, let's start with the checkerboard idea, wherein you hone your sense as the checkerboard changes, and you jump up in the air of what color checker you will land on. You want to land on the gold one. You understand?
Yes.
So you hone your sense of where you will land, jumping in whatever direction your sense tells you the gold one will next appear when the checkers change.
Wow.
You understand?
Yeah.
So there is that as well. And there are many others that the children play.
Okay. Thank you.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
One moment. One moment. All right, all right. We are hearing from, I suppose, what you call the peanut gallery. Now you've got the children all excited asking these questions. One moment. Oh, all right. There are many games that children and animals participate in together. One in particular is done with a flying animal. It's not a bird. I won't go into description right now, but it's not a bird, but it's a flying animal. They allow themselves to link with the animal and then ask the animal to fly through all the natural formations of the planet and seeing how long they can maintain the link at what distance to see through the animal's eyes as they fly.
Wow.
That's another game. But all of these things have to do with honing their skills of intuition, psychic sensitivity, interdimensional perception, so on and so forth.
Interesting.
Does that help?
Yes.
All right.
And last question.
Yes? One moment. All right. Blue group says hello.
Hello.
It's like a class. They call themselves blue group would be the best translation in your language. Blue group says hello and thank you for asking about our class.
How old are they?
10.
Okay. Thank you.
One moment. All right. Continue.
You said that you had no memory per se.
No.
How are you able to carry out your agenda for
We
years?
know what we need to know when we need to know it. We do not rely on memory. Memory is created in the present anyway.
So you don't remember what you did the day before?
If I need to. I will know what I need to know when I need to know it. If I don't need to know it, I won't.
Okay.
Why
So
clutter my mind up with things I don't need to know?
yeah, I guess so you don't dwell on things then.
Does that help you?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Bashar.
Annie, you good day.
My question actually is from my 14-year-old son who came into my room the other day to ask me about the year 2012.
Yes, and we have already spoken a little bit about that earlier.
You did. I'd like a little
Oh,
more.
look, I remembered that.
He has some crazy Hollywood ideas about destruction, and I would just like you to clarify that for him, please.
Crazy Hollywood ideas.
Yes.
Well, in a sense, Hollywood is helping you work those things through by showing them to you on screens so you don't have to live them in physical reality. That's how you're getting some of the energy out, through the crazy Hollywood ideas. It's actually a release valve, not something that is actually drumming it in that this is going to happen. It's actually a release valve showing you it's actually less likely that it's going to happen because you're willing to entertain these ideas out in front of yourself. And then in a sense go, it's only a movie. I can have a different movie as my life. Now, some people will experience the idea of physiological catastrophes. Of course, you live in physical reality. Some people will attract themselves to those kinds of experiences. But you don't have to. It's as simple as that. Individuals who need to have that experience because they attract themselves to it through their fear will have that experience in a world, in a parallel Earth reality where they will have that experience. But the ones that allow themselves to understand they simply don't need to shake themselves awake and are willing to wake up in more easy manners, smoother fashions, will allow themselves to simply know that all those things are just ideas and they can choose which ones they prefer if they are willing to allow themselves to make transitions in positive ways without necessarily having to go through trials and tribulations to do so. It's just a technique. It's just another permission slip. That's all. Does that make sense?
Perfect. Thank you.
Do you think you can explain this to your child?
He'll hear it on the CD.
No, all right. So you're just going to let me parent him, yeah?
Yes.
Is that the idea?
All of us single mothers need all the help we can get.
I see. Well, you have more help than you think.
Thank you.
All right.
Greetings and salutations, Bashar.
And to you, a good day.
Thank you. I have two questions. The first question is about psychic seers.
Psychic seers.
Yes. Which there are many of here in Sedona.
Yes.
And the thing I've been contemplating is this almost dualic force between when is it a power of suggestion when a psychic seer says something they see and therefore you enact it because...
The power of suggestion can come into it in certain circumstances. However, what is more often than not actually occurring is the following mechanism. Remember, first of all, that there is only now, yes?
Yes.
There really is no such thing as the future, no such thing as the past. These are simultaneously concurrent, coexisting realities. They're just probabilities. So, there is no such thing as a prediction of the future. None whatsoever. There is, however, a sensing of the energy that exists at the moment the prediction is made. If that energy doesn't change, it might come to pass. It might unfold. But if the energy changes, it won't. But no one actually sees the future. They see the energy patterns that exist now that might lead to certain events if they don't change. But here's the paradox. The prediction can change the energy because now you're aware of where the energy is. And if you prefer it, then you can allow it to continue. You can even amplify it. You can wish it would continue in that direction and help it along. If you don't prefer it, now that you're aware of where the energy is, you can change the energy and render the prediction obsolete. Doesn't mean the prediction was in error. It just means that you no longer wish the energy to be where the prediction said it was. Now, yes, of course, sometimes there can be issues of suggestion. And you have to have discernment about your belief system relative to what it is you are attempting to get out of someone making a prediction for you. But if you are clear that you are simply open to a neutral prediction, then all that's happening is you are being told what the energy is that exists now, and you're being given an opportunity to decide whether you wish to amplify it or whether you wish to change it. Mm-hmm. That's how it works.
Yes, like a reflection of your own self.
Yes.
Right. Okay, thank you. And I have another question.
Yes.
I've had some very interesting encounters with cats, the feline cats.
Feline cats, as opposed to...
I know, like doggy dogs, I don't know.
All right.
Feline cats.
All right.
And I've had a very strong resistance to cats all my life for some reason.
Ah.
And at 3 different places that I'd moved to, I have had cats clawing at the door for hours trying to get in.
Yes.
For hours.
And
then
so,
even when I moved to another place, it happened again.
Yes.
And I moved to another place.
And what is it you're not letting in?
Well, my feminine energy, I guess.
That's one.
Not I guess.
But not really. It more has to do with the understanding that the cat in your society symbolizes the animal that can see into other dimensions.
Right.
And so it takes the idea of someone that really knows herself to also be willing to see in other places.
Yes.
Let more of yourself in so that you can see more of where it is you can also go.
Yes.
And it has a lot to do with other symbology for the cat as well.
Right. Well, they definitely hold
One
an
moment.
Yes. Yes, yes.
How's your sense of balance?
Very good.
All right. So you are cat-like and nimble?
Yes, I can be.
All right. But
I can be catty at times too.
Oh, catty. All right. So you are a polarity cat.
Yeah, I'm an all-round... Well, actually, I guess I could let that in more, so yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Nevertheless, you can balance this out in a way by accepting your gifts, accepting your talents, accepting your abilities, and allowing yourself more opportunity to let yourself get into your cat skin in a positive way. Mm-hmm. And sense things of the night, sense things of mystery, see into the dark places like no one else can. You understand?
Yes, and this is what the psychic had said to me, is
Yes.
that you will see things
Yes.
that are beyond what you ever had thought so.
Yes, and
But
what is
you're
your
afraid
fear?
that-
What is your fear
Yes, I
about
have
letting
been
that
afraid.
in?
Well, when I was a child, I used to see people and energies, and it used to freak
Yes,
me
I
out.
know. I said you already have these talents.
Yes, but it
so
was
what is your
scary.
fear of allowing them to go forward? What do you think will happen?
I think I have a judgment of psychic energy and how a lot of people use that and how they carry it forth in Sedona.
Yes, but do you also understand that no matter what anyone's intention toward you is, you can never experience a negative reality if you don't actually create it for yourself?
Yes.
If you don't buy into what they are offering you, you cannot experience what they are offering you. So you have to get a hold of your own beliefs to understand why you would buy into a suggestion they would give you.
Yeah, I wasn't going there. I was just saying that the judgment of that kind of energy and how people portray that energy of, I don't know, like the gypsy type of seeing into the balls and things. I've had
Yes.
judgment about that, that's all.
Well, what is the judgment?
Witches. I don't know, it's all coming
Which is
out.
what?
Witches.
Witches.
Yeah, the witchy poo stuff, you know?
Witchy poo stuff.
Well, that's what we say in Australia.
All right. But
Down
that's
under.
what I am asking.
Yes.
Why are you giving it a negative spin?
I don't want to be seen as anything separate and weird. I'm prefer
What's
to be...
wrong with being weird? We like being weird. You want to be ordinary and normal?
Kind of, yeah.
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah.
But all the time?
No, absolutely not.
Well, then, why not be witchy and weird those other times?
Oh, I could give it a go.
How about you really, all right, how about you really tell us honestly what you're actually afraid of? The opinions of others.
Yes, I think that would be it.
Yes, thank you, I know.
Thank you.
I discern that with my witchy-poo ways.
Maybe I was burnt at a stake in the past life, and that
Maybe, but understand that all lives are simultaneously concurrent, and it wasn't actually you. But you may be cross-connecting to that experience
Right.
of that life going on now.
Right.
But that's just to give you an opportunity to examine these themes.
Right.
That's all.
Okay.
There's actually no trauma upon you, in that sense, karmically speaking. But you can balance the energy out for yourself. Now,
That's nice to know.
I am going to say something that's going to sound a little bit crude, so we apologize.
Oh, I'm used to it. It's okay. Go for it.
But it is simply our nature to make a point as bluntly as possible. Therefore, we would simply strongly suggest that you take the broom out of your ass and start riding on it.
All right. Okay. I'll let
Does
you know
that
how it feels. Yes, it does.
All right. And
Thank you.
please understand this.
Yes.
As we have often said, there are no one-sided coins. If you have the head, you have to have the tail of the coin. If you have a gift, if you have a talent, if you have something to share, there is someone on earth waiting to receive it. Don't
Yes.
keep it from them.
Thank you very much. Yes.
You understand?
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Happy Halloween.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I was just curious as to what it's like on your planet, what it looks like, or how you get from place to place,
All right.
or travel. Do you fly, or...
Our world in our ancient language, which we no longer use, is called Thathani, place of living light. The world is very park-like, very green, has very little axis tilt. In that sense, you will find, therefore, it is almost always a constant temperature somewhere between what you would label as about 72 to 75 degrees on average. You will find there are no big built-up structures. Our cities are our spaceships. So the entire planet is very, very green, very park-like. There is more ocean, more water, a little more oxygen on our planet. The planet, in that sense, has a little lighter gravity. You would be a little bit dizzy at first being there, but you could acclimate as a human if you make certain energy shifts. There is animal life, but it is all symbiotic. There are no predatory animals on our planet at all. They all derive directly from energy or off each other in a symbiotic relationship. Our society is constantly synchronistic, everyone simply being themselves as fully as they can, acting on their passion and their joy all the time. Our planet, in that sense, is also, like yours, the third planet from our star, but our star is a hotter star. It is in another dimensional realm from yours, even though it is in the direction of the Orion constellation, about 500 light years distant. It is in another dimension, so you cannot see it unless you shift your vibration into our reality, just as we cannot perceive yours unless we shift into your reality. Nevertheless, that's approximately its placement relative to your solar system. In terms of your measurement, Our planet is about 111 million miles from our star, being that it is a little bit hotter, so it is a little bit farther away to allow the temperature to remain even. Our day is about the same as yours, what you would call about 24 hours, but our year is 454 days. Is there something else you wish to know?
Yeah, I was just wondering, we're on the third dimension on Earth. I was just wondering, is there any other planets that are on the third dimension?
Of course. Many, many, many. There are many that are much lower than you in vibration.
So there is a first and second dimension, or just...
Well, the terms in your language can sometimes be a little bit misleading. We know that many people use dimension or density interchangeably when they don't necessarily mean the same thing. Of course, there are first and second dimension realms, realities, beings, consciousnesses, but most people on your planet in this transformational age use the term density to refer to the idea of a particular frequency vibration rather than an actual dimension of reality. So, just as you are shifting from third to fourth density, we are shifting in our reality from fourth to fifth and becoming non-physical as a species. You are going into a higher realm of physicality where there is less solidity, in a sense, more malleability and flexibility in the space-time structure that you are used to using. Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Bashar.
And a you good day.
I'm a little nervous. I'm not sure why, but I am.
Oh, all right.
I'm having a little bit of trouble with language.
Which language?
This one. Words.
Words. All right. What is the difficulty that you are having? Oh, well said.
Just bear with me.
All right.
I
will give you whatever animal you wish.
Okay.
Bear, elk,
birds,
moose.
too. Dolphins, birds.
Yes. What is your challenge?
Well, I wanted to just, last week,
Yes.
I saw
Yes?
something very cool in the sky.
Cool in the sky.
Cool in the sky, yes. I saw, well, I would say that it was a ship. I mean,
Would you say that it is a ship?
Well, that's what I thought when I first saw it.
Oh, yes, but you said I would say that it is.
But so...
Would you?
Yes.
Oh, all right. And
it was beautiful. It was,
oh, all right.
I used to be afraid.
Why?
I don't know. As a child, I was afraid.
Visitors in the night?
Yes, afraid of them.
Yes.
And when I first came to Sedona, actually, I asked specifically, please no aliens, just I'll stay away.
Well, sorry to break your quarantine.
So when I saw it,
yes.
I had no fear whatsoever. I actually waved and got very excited.
Thank you.
And then I asked my guides the next day if I could have permission to please know more about what I saw.
And
I was told that I saw myself.
In a sense, yes.
Yes.
Because all of you have incarnations in other civilizations, and many times some of what you call the UFOs that are visiting you are your future selves, are your other selves in other realities. Attempting to wake you up.
Plucking the thread.
Does this help?
Yes. Could I have more information, please? Is there anything?
Would you like fries with that?
Yes, please. Ketchup and mustard. Yes.
Oh, all right. How about some hot sauce?
Oh, yeah.
One moment. What is your Earth name?
Tanya.
Is that it?
My whole name?
No, just a piece of it.
My whole Earth name is Tanya Lynn Lewis.
All right. Stand by. Tanya Lynn Lewis. All right. You have a serious incarnation You have a Pleiadian incarnation. You have a Sasanian incarnation. You have an Orion incarnation. You have a Procyon incarnation. You have a Tau Ceti incarnation. You have an Aldebaran incarnation. That is all for now.
Busy.
The soul splits itself into many multiple incarnations simultaneously because there is only now in which to do so. Now, one moment. Where were you born on Earth?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis. But that's not the Memphis that you really connect to. How about the one in Egypt?
Yes?
Is that a question?
No?
Is that a question? Maybe? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, no, So I was born in the Memphis, not the Memphis in Egypt, right?
I know you were not physically born there, but choosing to be born in the Memphis in the United States tells you something about a connection you formed and have in terms of a life in the Memphis in Egypt. That's why you did that, to remind yourself of that connection. Again, these things are not necessarily literally linear, but we're going to speak that way for convenience sake. You follow?
Yes.
In the Memphis connection, in ancient times, in Egyptian days, in Egyptian lands, you visited from the stars. Not you, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
You are part of the Owanas. You understand this?
No, I don't.
Look up the Sirius connection.
Okay.
You will find out what the Owanas is. It is that which is known by the Dogon. It is that which is known by other indigenous people around the planet. It is that which was known by the ancient Egyptians. It is that which was known by the ancient Sumerians.
Oh, I feel what you're saying.
All right. It is those that came from the star system Sirius in ancient times to teach. The reason that you have trouble with language is that you have actually taught language. And the language you now have is so far removed from what you originally taught, it is like a foreign tongue. Do you understand?
Yes.
The original language is still strong within you. And it makes certain aspects of modern day language seem unreal, inappropriate, incomprehensible. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. One moment. One moment. One moment. Repeat after me. Kororoti.
Kororote.
Kororoti.
Kororote.
All right. Do you notice how you are inflecting the end differently from what we are saying?
Say again.
Not that you should change. Just notice it. We are saying kororoti. You are saying kororote.
Uh-huh.
You are speaking the ancient version of an alien tongue. Do you understand?
I feel.
Yes. Do you know what kororote means? You don't have to. It's not a test.
No, but it's something that doesn't want to come out of the mouth.
It means I come from space. I come from the stars. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Does this help you?
I think so. Yes. Yes, it helps. Thank you.
All right. You get...
I was going to say, I'm a
Yes.
little spacey.
Yes, I know. More than a little. But for taking it this far, I'll give you a gold star.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pleasant dreams to you as well.
You too, Bashar.
Thank you. Always. I'm having one right now.
Hello.
Andrew, good day.
My girlfriend put my name in the basket.
Speak up, speak up.
My girlfriend put my name in the basket.
Oh, all right.
I
Well,
didn't
you know,
have
you don't have to speak with us if you don't wish to.
I'm excited to.
Oh,
I
all
just
right.
don't have a question
You
particularly
don't have to
prepared.
have a question either.
So I was going to ask you, is there anything you can see that I should hear or should know?
What is your craft? What is your artistry?
Music.
And
is
is
one
that
of
the most passionate thing you can imagine doing? Hesitation usually
yes.
means no, which may mean it may be an exciting thing, but you may not yet be doing it in the way that would actually be the most exciting.
Well, I see kind of music, acting, performance, movie.
Yes.
All of these things
All
kind of
right.
in one.
And what steps are you taking to act on your excitement?
Well, I've kind of been stuck.
Stuck in what?
Writer's block.
Writer's block. Can I tell you a secret?
Yes.
There's no such thing. You want to know why?
Yes.
Because if you get writer's block, you can always write about having writer's block. Do it, and it will disappear. Write about what's going on now, not what you're attempting to say. And the writer's block will disappear. The reason the writer's block happens is because there's something there you need to consider. There's something within your psychology, your consciousness, your structure, your feelings, your emotion, what's happening that day, you actually need to stop and examine, or muse on, or consider, or reflect upon. Don't try to push through writer's block. Writer's block is not a wall. Writer's block is an arrow pointing in an unexpected direction that will lead to treasure. You understand?
Yes, yes.
Does this help you?
Absolutely.
Did the writer's block just disappear entirely?
Yes, it's gone. I'm excited to get home and write.
Thank you.
I am, however, my interest is piqued that I did have hesitation when I said music.
Yes.
Is there a craft or an art form that you can see that I'm perhaps not perceiving yet that I should look into, explore?
It might be helpful for a while, though it may not last very long, if you would specifically focus on percussion and string
Okay.
in the ancient ways.
Oh.
You understand? More of an ancient instrument rather than the modern ones. Percussion and string in ancient ways will connect you to parts of yourself that you need to connect to feel more rounded, more whole, more experienced, to have more to draw upon from within yourself in the characterizations you are attempting to pen.
I see.
Look to the lute.
Lute.
Yes, the lute, the harpsichord.
Okay.
Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
Why?
Why?
Yes, does it sound exciting?
It's not the first two that I would pick.
And what would be the first two you would pick?
Well, when you said percussion, I thought tabla.
Yes. And for string?
Violin.
Well, you said the first two. You must have had some idea. All right, why the tabla?
Well,
What is it about the resonance of the tabla that strikes a chord within you?
I don't know. My father's from India,
Yes.
and he did play a lot of that music as I was growing up. And
So you feel it will connect you to your roots?
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there a stringed instrument in the same country that you would like to explore?
Well, that's what I was trying to name, actually. Violin is not really it. It's a kind of violin, but I don't know what it's called.
But
I
it
just
is an
seen
ancient
playing,
instrument,
yes.
isn't it?
I think so.
All right.
Though it was electrified when I saw it.
All right. Well, you can de-electrify it if you wish. It's up to you.
I don't mind electricity.
I know.
Yeah.
But follow your instincts on this creatively. It will put you in touch with something that will enrich the tapestry of what you have to pull from.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Bashar.
And you good day.
Actually, wanted to know if we can pick some more names.
Nope.
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 Okay.
Thank you. There will now be a short download. All of you get comfortable. Hyperspace has end caps. Allow yourself to now simply close your eyes, relax, take a deep breath, in, and let it out. Take a deep breath in again, and let it out. On the third time, take a deep breath in and hold it, and blow it out. And remember, in this moment, create the memory now of the experience of hyperspace, all of it in a condensed fashion. Now stop. Anytime you wish to be back in that state, take 3 breaths, blow out, feel the experience, recreate the experience, all the light, all the sound, all the shapes, all the color, all the words in one instant, and collapse it into a bright, hot, white star in the center of your brain, the neutral zone. And feel it extend its threads, webs, tendrils out to infinity in all directions. And feel the cords being plucked, bringing you information, and feeling the resonance, the harmonizing resonance as you vibrate in accord with the rest of creation. You are connected to it all. It all moves through you. It is yours to play with. The cosmos is your playground. Just because you are on Earth does not mean you are limited. You can explore hyperspace anytime you wish, and the more you do, the more you will accelerate the ability of others to also express the idea of exploring hyperspace in a variety of ways. We wish you to understand how deeply and unconditionally we extend our love to you. Hold it in your hearts. It is our gift to you forever. It will never dissipate. For everywhere you go, we are there. For we are a part of you. You are a part of us. We are family. We bid you all exciting, active, creative, heartwarming, expansive, and beautiful dreams. At the same time, we wish to remind you that your life itself is nothing less than a beautiful, expansive, creative dream. Good night, children.